What's up everyone, VenomousStare back with another 2v2 video. This time we are on the extremely cheese favored map, Shrines of Lizul. The players are A Ramp and Savagewood of the Out Now clan on the red and the top side, and their opponents of the HOR clan are Rust, the Zerg, and Doopy, the Terran. Both Terran players are electing to make their first depot at the top of the ramp. This is particularly important on this map. I call it the cheese map, that's my nickname for it, because quite honestly it favors aggressive play in almost every conceivable way. Savagewood even electing to wall off super early before he even needs his second depot. So this is good because this prevents any sort of scouting, and it also prevents any sort of Ling rush. And more importantly, if a drone were to get into his base early on, he wouldn't be able to deal with that until this finish, so the drone could just kind of infinitely linger until the Marine was out. So this wall-in is something that you should do if you want to do a very aggressive early build, and Savagewood adds 2 more barracks, so that's what he's going to do, an aggressive build. Meanwhile, A Ramp has taken the gold. This is one thing that you can do whenever you want to be aggressive. Say you don't want to do a 1 base all in. Well, if there's a gold base on the map, you can fast expand to the gold, even do a drone transfer, and immediately have this bizarre, unpredictable spike in income, and then you can use that along with your 2 hatchery production to do cute little all-ins. Usually it's like roach based, more often though it's Ling Bane based. It's good for roaches because if you double gas in your main, you can get a lot of gas. You don't really need a lot of gas with roaches, so 2 geysers is enough. But this powerful gold base income is very, very useful. Meanwhile, Doopy has taken an expansion. He also has a tech lab on his barracks. Rust is moving his overlords in position. He has 1 outside of each main of the Out Now boys. He's also going Evo Chamber, which is interesting. Now, because this map favors aggression so much, usually you'll see a Baneling nest. And the reason this map favors aggression so much is A, the main is extremely exposed. Think about Blink Stalkers and Siege Tanks, how good they would be just to siege. You put them on the low ground, harass your opponent's main, and then just you can like kite back with the medevac and just drop back down. You know all about blinking up onto the high ground, harassing and blinking down. So almost the entire main can be harassed. So hypothetically, if you're on 1 base, no chance. You could even get sieged from your own natural. Savagewood sees this Dropperlord because of A Ramp's Zergling on the tower, and right away one of Rust's aggressive options is cut. A Ramp has Zergling speed, he'll deal with this Reaper with ease. But the second Dropperlord of Rust is moving in. Savagewood deflects some Ling harass, A Ramp will clean up the rest, but here come the Lings. Rust is going to ferry Lings into the main of Savagewood, but Savagewood has gone for an extremely aggressive build with lots of early units, and in many ways Savagewood's build counters the build of Rust. Rust has a build that's very good against like a fast tech build that relies on a wall-in to stay safe. Savagewood used a wall-in to his advantage but still had a plethora of units, so he wasn't relying on the wall-in strictly to stay safe. So whenever Rust tried to circumvent the wall-in, it didn't really mean that much. Stimpack is about to finish for Doopy, but he's kind of trying to figure out what to do, and suddenly, because the rush distance of this map is so short, the Out Now clan is at the front door of the HOR clan, and Rust, of course, sacrificed his Baneling nest early to do that drop play. He doesn't have any Banes, and Savagewood has a lot of Marines here. Rust is in dire straits, and this is why split map is so powerful. At this point, his ally would have to leave his base completely just to try to help him defend. Ooh, the Manor Mule coming down. Savagewood showing what he thinks of double Dropperlord play early on in the game. But Rust is going to die here as he loses his main. His natural is not long for this world. He's trying to make Banes, but he GG's. And his ally also GG's, so Savagewood and A Ramp take the game. Savagewood with some aggressive barracks play. and they defended that Dropperlord. Subscribe for more.